new VW Touareg still want that XC90? The Volkswagen Touareg enters its third generation with more, and better, competition to face than ever before. Like its predecessors, it's a combination of serious 4x4 and refined, roomy, comfortable family transport. The new VW is longer and wider than before, and more spacious inside. It also sports a bigger, brighter chrome grille, and a feast of technology, much of it optional, for the chassis, infotainment and safety. When the wraps came off the first one in 2002, it stood alone. Now it's at the head of a family of VW SUVs that also includes the Tiguan Allspace and T-Roc, with the smaller T-Cross on its way and the electric ID Crozes following in 2020. But it's up against a strong and varied field of £50,000-ish SUVs that includes the Mercedes GLE and Volvo XC90, not to mention its VW Group rivals, the Porsche Cayenne and Audi Q7. The visual changes are quite modest compared to the amount of hardware that's new. The body is now 106 kilograms lighter, thanks to its use of aluminium and several types of steel, with the strongest materials employed where they're needed. There's a choice of suspension systems, ranging from steel springs to clever air suspension, and wheel diameters ranging from 18 to 21 inches. The engine lineup has some crossover with the last generation, but everything's been refreshed in terms of power outputs and economy. At first there will be two versions of the 3.0-litre V6 diesel, the 282 bhp car we drove, and a 228 bhp version. In early 2019 they'll be joined by a V6 petrol and a V8 diesel. We're promised there will be a plug-in hybrid too, but first deliveries of that have gone to China. All have permanent four-wheel drive and 8-speed automatic gearboxes. Clever differentials shift the torque to the wheels that can make best use of it. Not a catch as such, but don't assume that all of the gear mentioned above will be standard on the 3 trim levels coming to the UK, SL, R-Line and R-Line Tech. Prices and spec details will be revealed in June, when the car goes on sale in the UK. Prices are expected to start at around £49,000 for the less powerful diesel V6 in SL spec. But what we do know for a fact is that the new Touareg is good to drive. It benefits from the optional 4-wheel steering, which moves the rear wheels a little in order to give an impressively tight turning circle at low speeds and to aid stability at high speeds. Very little noise reaches the cabin, allowing you to make good use of the fine audio system. Switch between Eco, Comfort, Normal, Sport and you get different levels of plushiness and dynamism, with new anti-roll bars helping keep the car stable. We tried it on motorways, in town, up twisty mountain roads and on some gravel tracks. It was composed, responsive and agile for something of its size. Very comfortable, too. Does the VW Touareg have a third row of seats? No, it does not. This is a 5-seater only, not a 7-seater. Ally to this are two new 3.0 V6 diesel engines, with power outputs of 226 and 280 bhp, while a 4.0 V6 diesel will be announced later and a petrol plug-in hybrid is coming, although exact dates and specifications are cards held close to chests in Wolfsberg. Sitting on a new platform, the Touareg is nearly 8 cm longer, and more than 4 cm wider, and marginally lower than the outgoing model, with a big increase in boot space. Capacity is up from 697 to 810 litres with the rear seats in place. There is no 7-seat option. There never has been on the Touareg, unlike the Q7 or Discovery, but rear passengers will have as much legroom as they could desire.